So this morning I'm with Christoph Schön, who's the e-mobility and innovation manager with LKQ. Good morning, Christoph.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we talked last year, but perhaps you just start by reminding us of LKQ's activities, please.
Yes, very happy to do so. And it's a great question because we're not the typical battery recycler, but we are the largest auto recycler in the world. So we dismantle old cars, total loss vehicles especially, to reuse the parts that are in it. And we're also the largest distributor of spare parts in Europe. So combining these two competencies for us is our way forward, and also looking at what we can do with batteries in the future.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say have been the developments for your group since the last time?
I think we have gone much deeper into how do we deal with electric vehicles specifically. And obviously the battery has been a question all the time. What is the value if you have, for example, something wrong with the battery or if it's at its end of life? So what are the solutions? And we really have a clearer strategy now in how do we handle these? How can we help every driver on the road to make driving electric vehicles more cost effective and also more sustainable, because then we can close the loop and have repair but also recycling solutions for these batteries.
And how do you see the potential developing for the market for LKQ?
Yeah, we will start with pilots. We're currently in the definition phase for a pilot where we will really run a few different brands. So we work with all kinds of different car brands. We're not tied to a single one, which helps for us to grow the volumes, right? And only if we can grow the volumes, we can also grow with the market. This is what we believe. So currently we see it's very small, and this is why it makes sense. But in the next decade, we see this really growing by a multiple of roughly 15.
Mm-hmm. And what sort of conversations are you having at the conference? Is there a lot of interest?
Yes, so not everyone knows LKQ, which is a part of the reason why I'm here. So to really get an understanding for all sides, because I think we are a critical piece in the whole chain. We talk a lot about battery recycling, but how does the battery get to a recycler? This is, I think, where we have a strong role to play, because we connect to more than 100,000 workshops in Europe every day. And so if a driver has a problem, he can go to this garage and then it can end up with us. So these conversations, how can we close this gap, and what are the potential partnerships to really close everything? That's very interesting. So we talk to recyclers, but we also talk to collection companies and so on. It's a very open field at the moment, I would say.
And what are, for example, in the next couple of years, the real strategic points for LKQ for this market really to develop?
Yeah, so we have three key pillars, I would say. So the first one is not only related to batteries, it's really how can we help workshops to deal with electric cars. So they can diagnose batteries, but they can also change all other kinds of components. They have the right training to work with these cars, and this is really core to our business today, and we will definitely develop this in the future. This is a key. And then we talk about servicing EVs, so servicing the battery, how can we maintain them, but also repair certain things that are broken. And then the third part is the remanufacturing. We have a strong remanufacturing background, do that a lot in the US, and also have recently acquired European companies who are leading, I would say, in engine remanufacturing, gearboxes, and so on. And how can we bring this competency also to batteries is then the next step. So these three things, I would say, are what we have on the roadmap.
And so finally, why should people choose LKQ?
I mean, I think we are a good partner. We are very open to discuss all kinds of things, how we can all win, right? So we also always try to create win-win-win relationships even. We're not a company necessarily focused on consumers. In some countries there is activity with B2C platforms, but this is small, I would say. So I think we are just a good partner, and if we do something, I think it normally shows that we have a very good reliability, speed of delivery, so every customer can be happy in the end, and we certainly hope that will also be for the right partners. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, Christoph. We wish you lots of great contacts at the conference.
Thank you very much, Jill. Pleasure to be here.